Hello, welcome back to my YouTube. Today I want to share with you my 4 easy ways to get clients. You're going to learn how to get clients without using any sleazy methods or paid ads. You know, I have a lot of friends I respect in advertising and marketing that do run paid ads and they do convert, but the most profitable people with ads did not start there. In fact, because the ROI of ads right now is less than 0.5%, that's right, that's the average ROI of an ad, you should run away from ads instead of start there. I started with inbound content back in 2011 when I started my first business, Express Writers. And little did I know that we would actually be able to go, don't miss this, for 10 years without running a single ad. Because our blog and our content on our site on expresswriters.com brings in almost 100% of our leads and sales. Now that said, if you want to learn how to get clients, if you want to get ideal clients for your business in any niche, in any industry, whether you run an agency, you're a service-based business, you're a solopreneur, whatever it is that you do, I am not saying to sit around and just wait for clients. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to be proactive, but you don't have to cold call. You don't have to put up an interruptive ad. You don't have to knock on people's doors anymore. If you understand how people think when it comes to buying, including how your customers think, and you take these lessons I'm about to show you, it can be way easier than you think to get clients. In fact, your next client could be one blog or one email away. Okay, I hope I've inspired you because I can't wait to get into this topic on how to get clients. Let's do it. Okay, so my first tip is to start a blog. Please get the image of recreational blogging out of your mind. That is not what I mean. I mean to strategically blog in a way that will get you to the top of Google. That's called SEO blogging. And of course, SEO stands for search engine optimization. This is the art, the practice, the technique of creating content that gets found in Google. And before you walk away shaking your head saying, SEO, what's that? Isn't that a bunch of tricks? Not so much anymore. In fact, as of today, right now, Google holds the monopoly across all platforms in traffic. That means over 95% of the world's traffic actually comes from a Google search. You heard that right. What's more, almost 50% of consumers are reading a blog before they buy a product. And this isn't, you know, sometimes when you think of a blog, you might think of a mommy blogger or a stay-at-home person who's just writing and updating their friends. And again, that's not what we mean here. We mean blogs that are constructed around specific topics and keywords meant to hit the top of Google. You might already be familiar with this, but for those of you that are not, I'm just explaining it. So SEO blogging is the #1 technique I've done for the last 10 years, and it has sustained 99% of our revenue. And in fact, it's worked so tremendously well, I'm building my next businesses based on SEO blogging to drive leads yet again. And if you think social media is a better bet than SEO, think again, because SEO drives 1,000% more traffic than social media. And SEO leads actually have a higher budget. At Express Writers, we've heard from companies like IBM, Johnson & Johnson, leading SaaS apps, and so many more companies through our blog. Do not underestimate the power of this. After blogging successfully for 7 years and seeing all of our leads come in through that technique, it really is an art and a science of picking a focused keyword that has a low competition factor. You have to do some keyword research here, and I've done tons of blogs and videos on this topic that you can check out. You have to pick the right keyword. Once you know you have a keyword that is relevant to your searchers, your customers, and it has that low competition, right? Because you don't want to rank for a phrase like black dress, which has Nordstrom and big companies going after it. You want to rank for that long tail keyword that has a lot less competition. So once you find your keyword, then you create a blog around it, a long form blog, at least 1,000 words. Mine are usually 2,000 plus words by now because that's what Google and your readers like. They like comprehensive content. So many studies have been done that show this. Long form content is actually the top shared and the top ranked content across any other format. 7 years into doing SEO blogging to build my businesses, I decided to launch a course because everyone was just asking me for a step-by-step curriculum. How do we do this, Julia? Teach us every step. So I put together a 1-week course called the Expert SEO Content Writer. Many of you listening have gone on to take that course, and I wanted to share with you really quick to inspire you some feedback from a solopreneur that took this course and used it to grow her business tremendously. She's been able to bring in leads through her blog that trust her, know her, like her, and she doesn't have to sell herself. And to me, that's one of the most beautiful things about launching a blog on your business site. You don't have to sell yourself. People can read that blog, know, trust, and like you. But I want you to hear about my course from Monique at proofmango.com. So let's switch over to her.
I bought Julia McCoy's SEO content writing course in September of 2018. I had 0 subscribers, 0 traffic, 0 everything. I was basically starting at square one. But I knew I wanted to use Google and writing to provide really valuable, authoritative content to my audience in order to generate business. Julia McCoy has always said that SEO is a long game, but it is worth it. And so I wanted to give it a try.
Okay, so my 3 other tips on how to get clients after giving you really my best one and my most long-term one, which is SEO blogging. My second tip is to actually consider building a sales team. And for me, even with an agency of 100 people, that's just one person. If you can find one great person to replace you and take all your meetings for you and do some administrative duties and kind of multitask that role so you get a lot from it, what that does is that frees up all that time you spend on all those client meetings to focus on your next big steps, your next big growth steps. And you know, it's 2021, times are going to continue to be like this, but trust is really different. So I hate to say it, but a commission sales rep that is driven from a place of sales it's not as effective as it used to be. So our salesperson actually comes from a place of being an editor, a writer first at Express Writers, not a commission salesperson that just came in. And that's what we have found works the best to build trust with the people that they found us from our blog. They don't need us to pitch them. They just need us to tell them what will work for them and then give them a price quote. So that's what she does. So she's very effective and she can jump in and do other administrative duties. So this could be anywhere from $15 to $25 an hour, depending on the expertise and the complexity of what you're going to ask them to do. But definitely consider hiring a really good salesperson, not right away. It's good to work in your business for a while, but as you grow, absolutely consider hiring a great salesperson who can answer that phone, take more meetings, and help you make more sales. Number 3, pitch relevant prospects, potential clients that are actually hiring. So a lot of gurus, a lot of experts I hear from my friends, from people who have taken their courses, they tell me these gurus are telling them to do a cold pitch to anyone and everyone. No, guys, stop doing that. You could be burning a bridge before you've even built the bridge. As a CEO, a C-suite, I get pitched 10 plus times per day. In the last 10 years, do you know how many of those I've responded to? One, that's right. That's it. It is a waste of their time to send me a cold pitch. I know what's behind it. They just want money. And honestly, that's how you come across if you are just pitching anyone and everyone. So please, for the love of God, stop doing it. There's a much better way to do this. And it's to go to places like ProBlogger and Google Jobs and look for people that are actually hiring what you do, whether that's content strategy, a writer, copywriting, SEO writing, You can go to Google Jobs, or you can just type in Google Jobs copywriting. And Google Jobs by itself is an amazing feed. It'll give you jobs in your area, wherever you are in the US, in the world, for that keyword. I can see over 25 jobs for a writer in my location just within 10 miles. So that's pretty crazy. Now, how you want to pitch these people is you can go ahead and apply to that job. That's one way to get seen. But then you really want to go the extra mile to stand apart from the rest of the candidates that are applying. So go to their website, find their email, use apps like hunter.io, and get those emails and then send them a very relevant targeted pitch. Tell them exactly where you saw the job and tell them exactly why you're a good fit for their open job. I've done this. I sent 3 pitches, and out of those 3, 2 responded, 1 became a client, and that 1 gave us $10,000 in the next 4 months. So I'm just saying this works. You gotta quit pitching blindly. Do not pitch anyone and everyone. Seriously, stop doing it. It's 2021. I think we can move past that. And with the amount of jobs out there for digital services and what you probably do, you can do a simple Google search, find tons of jobs, and go pitch those companies. And you will have a much higher likelihood of getting in somewhere. And this third tip of doing relevant pitching is also very important if you need clients like right away. You know, sometimes we can't wait on inbound leads. Sometimes there is that long waiting period when someone's about to buy but doesn't have the budget yet, right? So that could be a stretch. So going and pitching can be a great way to fill the interim. Just please, for love of God, don't do it in an annoying way. Okay, last but not least, number 4, Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels are one of the hottest social media formats you could create right now. I'm serious. I posted a reel. I've been trying to do 2 a week, and from 1 reel, I got 3 clients and a producer from ABC. That's the visibility you can get right now from Reels. Because it's not oversaturated, because it's a newer platform feature, you can still get in front of your ideal target audience. Here's a couple examples of Reels I've done that have pulled in our target audience. I target people who will become students of the Content Hacker Academy who need to learn things like online writing, SEO writing, content marketing. And then, of course, clients for express writers. And how you want to post these reels is you want to look for trending audio clips, things that are getting, thousands and thousands of likes. Use that audio clip, make your own fun version, and talk about your clients' pain points. Agitate those pain points a little bit, and then tell them in the caption how you solve that. And then in your Instagram bio, have a link to a call with you, a way they can purchase, a way they can book, learn more about you, all that good stuff. Okay, that's a wrap on how to get your ideal clients. If you've been here for the whole thing, I want you to do something right now. I want you to take a minute, drop a comment below, and tell me which one of these 4 techniques are you going to commit to? Because I can tell you none of these work without consistency, especially blogging, Instagram Reels, looking for that salesperson, and even the occasional pitching. If you're going to commit, I really recommend starting a blog. It's long-term. You're going to get the most success, and then try posting a couple Instagram Reels a week. But let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And as always, subscribe so you catch more of my content here on YouTube. I talk about content marketing, entrepreneurship, life, and I try to give you my best every time I show up. Thanks so much for being here, for watching this, and I'll see you around.